Hey guys, it's Sharon with Little Brit and Company. Welcome to the channel. I know my voice sounds strange. It is the first month of we're ending up the first month of school, and yeah, that's usually when teachers start getting sick. All of those germs coming back in, so I have definitely picked up something. Not really sure what it is at the moment, but keep plotting on. So I'm here to show you what I made last month, what I was able to smash, and quite frankly, what I wasn't able to smash. So I was very ambitious last month, and there were a bunch of pads that I picked up that I wanted to smash. And my ambition was too ambitious. I believe it was just a little too ambitious because, yeah, I didn't make it as far as I wanted to. But that's okay. That's okay. So I wanted to show you what I had planned on smashing. So I had the Harvest paper pad, which I actually pulled apart, but never, I don't think I used it for, I used it for one thing, but I didn't get very far with it. My Spooktacular Halloween, Halloween fun, I did get to do some of that. I didn't fully smash anything, guys. I was just so disappointed. My Back to School, and I think I had another one, yep. And Wizards and Company, which I didn't even touch. So there were a lot that I wanted to smash. But I think in the future, I need to not be so ambitious with the month of August, or at least with the first weeks back at school. So I'll show you what I did get to. There's a lot left. This one, I think I actually kind of came closest. So I have just not a whole lot left. This was a very big pad. This was like a double. So this had 48 sheets in it. I was able to do some of those. And then Halloween fun, I did actually a decent amount of that one. Spooktacular Halloween, I didn't touch. Didn't get to any of it. You can see some of the Halloween left. And then the Harvest, I did get to a little of it because I used it for these. So let me show you. So those were the paper pads I had planned on using. Let me show you what I actually did. And I kind of went off the script and got into some things because this was supposed to be 6x6 month for paper stash smash. And yeah, I tried. So I did make some of these cute little, the small, my word, that really is strong. Post-it note holders, and they are adorable. So I made, and I was using up some of the, a tiny bit of the Harvest paper. This is actually from something else. Like I had a piece of that set aside. And then this is some of the school papers that I used. I thought those were really cute. I still have more of these that I want to make for my upcoming craft show, but we'll see. It's this, whatever I've got is kind of keeping me down. So the Halloween papers, I did use a good amount of, almost used up a pack for some of these. How did I do this? Can I even get into that one? I think I accidentally tied it in the wrong way. So this one was my first attempt at these, and I'll show you. This was a one-page wonder. Let's see if I can get that up. Gracious. I got it right at the point where you couldn't reach an end. There we go. So you open it up, and this is literally just a cute little brag book. That's all it is. So this is going to fit your 2x2 photos. But I looked at this and I just didn't love that it looked unfinished to me. So I did these. Let me show you these. I really do like these. I think they're cute. So this one, I gave it chipboard, front and back, and I gave it a couple of backings, and instead of a pure white, I gave it this nice off-white. And then I did the same with the back. So you can have the front or back. And I really like these little guys. I really need to make more of these because I think that these are really cute. And they're just something you can, put a bunch of 2x2s front and back, and then put them into your purse or keep them close by. If I start coughing, I'll stop the video. And then I did this one, and this one had a slightly different closure. So with this one, I think, no, they both have the same. So both of these, you can fully see the back. This one, however, I was able to move it far enough to the side that it does not disrupt the front. We got the cute little winking moon, little skeleton, and this one does have the white. So that's two of those. That's a couple of those. That's how I changed that as I went. I just wasn't loving the one that looks so unfinished to me. And while I was working on Halloween, I made this envelope album, which I also like. This is Dollar Tree ribbon. And a lot of times people ask me, we want to see how you're using the different materials that we see you haul. I will say August was a very big haul month because the only thing I seemed to have time for was to run into a store for a few minutes and, well, maybe more than a few minutes. Anyway, so, I mean, this is some of it. Some of my last year's Dollar Tree hauls are coming back. These envelopes, I think, were a Hobby Lobby haul. So it's a really simple book. And then you have, I'm trying to remember where the openings are for these. So then you have an opening here. And I just put a simple placeholder in there for someone to go behind and put their pictures or whatever they wanted to. And the same thing here. And then that one closes. And I believe neither of these side opens. But then you get to the next one. And I have to remember which side's open. This one. And then that means this one open. Yeah, this one opens. So each one has... All right, so both of those open. Then on this one opens. And then that one opens. It's just, this was a really simple put together envelope album. So on this one, it's going to be there. And then on this one, it's going to be the same. So let me move to those. So just really nice, simple, easy. It feels really substantial because once you start getting all those papers in, it starts to bulk up. It definitely starts to bulk up. Show you that one. So then I did use up a lot of the back to school papers, and I actually, to be fair, I broke into some of my 12 by 12, which had the cut aparts, and I don't remember which cut aparts went with which particular thing. And each of these, I just did a video on this, but each of these has, I'm just going to show you one. You walk through, and they each have a flashcard as a bookmark or tag. And then this is a vintage children's dictionary piece. You got lots of that. And then this is actually from the papers. So each one has those. And then these are from some other books, Fox and the Hound and 101 Dalmatians. And then you get another bookmark or tag. And then this cute little composition looking notebook piece. This again is an original. This is from an actual card catalog that was uncovered. People didn't even know it was still there. So this is, so that's the date of the book, I think, which was 66. 57, 58. The book was, I don't know. It's pretty difficult to go back on these card catalogs. Definitely yellowing, and you can see the big hole punch. And then I use one of the large paper clips. This is from a recent Ollie's haul. And some of the papers are from Ollie's hauls too. And then we've got an envelope. And they all have some kind of cute little matching stickers there. So, all of these nice folio books came from some of the teacher pieces of the back to school. School's cool. Some of these, they each have something different on the back. Amazing teacher, oh, the places you'll go, and then of course so these were very fun, but I did 18 at one time. We're trying to finish all 18 before I moved on, and that turned out to be a lot. a lot trying to sort of organize all of those. And I don't know whether it would have gone faster if I had just done maybe 5 at a time. Because coordinating between the 18, I think that's really what kind of ate up a lot of time. The school bus, I like that one. It's got school bus. Okay, so made all of those. This is nowhere near what I've been making in a month, so it was sad. And I want to stop for just really briefly and say how much I've enjoyed Paper Stash Smash. This is a collab of amazing creators. Debbie from Project 39, and Carolina with Carolina Crafts. I am not part of the collab, but the way they set it up is if you tag them, then everybody can see what you do and they can come in and kind of see what's happening. And I think that was a really cool thing to do and a really nice option, because we can see what everybody's making or trying to basically smash in their stash. And so I just kind of follow along with their with what their plans are. It's been super fun, and I love looking back. I would absolutely suggest look at what they've been making. It's all really cool stuff. So okay, so moving on. This was not part of what I was smashing, but I'm going to show it to you anyway because I made it in August. And like I said, I didn't make a huge amount. I was actually developing certain things. This one has been a big thing that I was trying to work on. And I've got some other newer versions coming out, which I'm really excited about. I found other things to do with these. I just love these. So this is, of course, my altered composition notebook where I use the cinch. And with this one, I included just all sorts of fun things. So it's got the pockets, and it has the some of the pages from the dictionary. Sorry, my brain's not working as well as it should. And of course, all of the pages from the actual composition notebook. The front and back of the composition notebook. The pages are composition. What I did was I took it apart so I can add things to it. So that was just kind of fun. I love this one that I get all these kind of cool backings. Okay. And then in here, just these really nice big pockets and some nice vintage pieces. The way the kids are dressed in that. And school is awesome. And let's see, school's cool. That is from a different pack. I was running out of things that I felt worked well. There's no such thing as too many. That is very true. There is no such thing as too many books. I absolutely believe it. And again, look at how the children are dressed in the picture. It kind of gives you an idea of, a little bit of an idea of the age of this book. I think it was like late 60s. All right, so put that back together again. And then the front and back have this sort of mirror image of kind of like a green chalkboard. That one was super fun. I'll put that right there for a minute. Then I did this Warm Wishes one. Again, we've got pockets and we've got these sections with other pockets. And I made the file tabs. I'll look at you. And let's see, more file tabs. And this one, I put so this one I think has 4 or 5. This one has 5. And then it did have this envelope. I haven't fixed the envelope yet. So this envelope needs a slice down the side, and I just need to correct it. That one has to be corrected. It was funny because I'd done these and made them, and so the one that I was making, that I was videoing for you all, that's where I made mistakes. It kind of always seems to happen that way. So that one, and then this was the original. I'm going to move this around a little bit. This was the first one I made. And it is probably my favorite. So you've got pockets. And that's all. This one just has dividers and the paper. I do think with the next one, I'm going to start getting a little fancy and adding some other things. You know, just some other things. I love that page. This one did get an envelope. This one I did not try to... So the other one, the mistake I made was I didn't take it out of the pocket before I used the cinch. And that was a mistake because it slipped and I didn't know it. So that's why I've got to fix the other one. But other than that, that's what I made. That is pretty much what I made for the month of August. Not my not my most prolific. I just, you know how it is. Back to school really got me. There's just a lot for us to do when we're getting ready to get the kids back in school. And so I just thought I would have more time. That, and I will say, having a kid in band has really changed our timing. And we're still getting used to it. I think we've got some ideas about how to get that a little bit under control because he needs to be in places he didn't used to need to be. And this Friday, he was at band. If you stay to the end, I'm going to put a picture in at the end of him in his band uniform. So you can see Little Brit. Okay, so let me show you what I'm going to hopefully smash this month. And just like that. I thought I was ready, but I can't. I had my Halloween one out, and I can't find it. Shocker. But I will show you 2 of the pads. So there are 3 pads I'm hoping to smash this month, and we'll see. We'll see. One is a Halloween pad, and I will show you as soon as I find it. One is this Pebbles pad that I found, that I bought at Ollie's. I think this is really pretty. It is very spring-like, but it's also just really pretty, and I do certainly have plenty of people who want just kind of regular things when they come, even in the, when it gets close to Christmas. They're not necessarily looking for just Christmas. So this one is really pretty, and I thought I would try to smash it. And this one, oh my word. So I bought this. I was super excited because I found this one at the end of the Christmas sales at Joann's. It was not exactly a huge sale, but it wasn't bad. And I kept going back and I hunted other places and I looked online and it looks like they sold out of these. And I think I also have a 12 by 12, but let me show you this one because I think this one is gorgeous. I'm trying to do it on top of this one. This was the Park Lane, just holiday. I don't think they named it even. Just says holiday paper crafting. And I think this is one of the prettiest ones that they've done. So you get 2 of each sheet. But look at that. Isn't that adorable? All right, so you get the gingerbreads. Nice. Look at these cute I'm sorry, but these Santas are adorable. All right, 2 of those. This is a different dancing gingerbread. You get these wonderful ornaments. I love this with the little cups and the gingerbread. So you get a green plaid. That is a gorgeous mint. That is so pretty. And look at this one. Those Christmas trees are just, they are just fantastic. I just love the pinks in this one. I really like this one too. I do like plaids. I like them for kind of backgrounds, but this one with the pinks in it is really nice. Love these little Santas. Oh, I looked so hard to see if I could find. I think that's what it was. I don't know if I found a 12 by 12 and I wanted more of this paper. I would love it so much. And I think that's what I had been looking for at the end of season last year. I kept trying to find the 12 by 12 because I didn't even discover it until the end. And they had another vintagey looking one too. But I'm pretty sure those sold out. So cute gingerbread. Really nice little, that's just so nice. And by the way, the paper is really nice and heavy duty. Probably closer to an 85. Maybe not quite that high. I mean, what's not to love with this little driving Santa? Then you have these cute little vignettes. Now, I think that you could cut these out as 1 by 1s or maybe even 1.5. I want to see. I'm not going to actually cut anything right now, but I want to see. Oh yeah, so this is a 1 inch and it fits perfectly with this guy. So there's certainly, no, that's a 1.5 inch. Sorry, that was a 1.5 inch. So you could get some really cute magnets out of that. I love that joy. And that's got like a little pinkish in it. You have the big one, the big plaid. Guys, look at that snowman. That is so stinking cute. I cannot even. He is just adorable. All right, I love him. And then even more adorable. Look at those deer. Oh, deer. Yeah, I do wish I had more of this paper because I think this is absolutely fantastic. I love the holly on the green, on that mint green. This one's kind of normal. I still like it. Look at your cut-aparts here. These are really, really cute. This would have been so good as a as 12 by 12, and I'm sure some people saw it as a 12 by 12. I know that they had sold it as a 12 by 12. I saw one. Did I see one? No, I never saw one of the 12 by 12s. I found this one. I looked it up. They said they had it, but they were sold out, and after that, it just disappeared. So anyway, I'm really excited to do that one. And the other one, which I have no idea how I misplaced it in, well, I do. This is a little messy. But the other one is a vintage looking Halloween by Park Lane also. So this month, I should have said this month is 6 by 8 paper pads, 8.5 by 11. Golly, there was like one more size, but they're, for the most part, they're not 6 by 6 and not 12 by 12. And it's kind of those ones in between that have like an 8-inch aspect to them. So that's what the ladies doing Paper Stash Smash are working on this month. And again, I'm super excited to be working on it too. And I'm really hoping that I get to do a lot more this month. And so I have a lot more to show you. I have quite a list of things that I do want to make. So, super excited. Thanks for hanging out and taking a look at what I made this month. And hopefully I'll have a whole lot more for y'all next month. I'll see you later. Don't forget to subscribe. Cheers.